Pluto has been out on Netflix for a couple of months now, anime series based on a manga written by Naoki Urasawa around 15 years ago, itself being a spin-off or a reimagining of one arc from a much older manga and anime series called Astro Boy. In this version, the story takes place over 8 episodes around 1 hour each. And it takes place in a futuristic world and starts when one of the 7 most advanced robots in the world gets killed, destroyed. Gesicht, one of the remaining 6, is an investigator and he takes up the case trying to solve the murder, but it quickly becomes apparent that it is a much bigger plot than it would initially seem, related to world politics, a recent war, and the place of robots in society. So the anime, as well as the manga, has been getting rave reviews from the people who've seen it. Apparently loads of folks on the internet are praising it very highly, even mentioning it as one of the best new shows of 2023. And I have to say I'm puzzled by that, because I didn't think it was all that good. Don't get me wrong, the premise is very interesting, and so are some of the underlying ideas, which bring to mind especially the works of Isaac Asimov. But the execution leaves much to be desired. I think the biggest culprit is the pacing. The show is abysmally slow, and each hour feels like 4 of them. And I'm fine with little action, that's not the point. The point is that all of those conversation scenes and background stories are just glacially slow, and also needlessly convoluted. It feels like an eternity happens between each of the major events in the plot. I think it's also, when you examine the story, it's a bit too overcomplicated, and also there will be a caveat to this. The dialogue left me unimpressed with how much truism and repeating empty phrases it all amounted to. But as I said, there is a caveat, and it's this. I watched the version with Japanese voices and Polish subtitles, and I have a suspicion that maybe, just maybe, the translation from Japanese to Polish wasn't that good, and a lot of nuance was lost in translation. And I suspect that because I struggle to believe that something this flatly written, with this much repetition of really surface level things, could be getting so much praise abroad. So it is entirely possible that the original dialogue or even the English subtitles are actually much better. But I have no way of knowing that aside from watching it all over again, and believe me, I'm just too tired to do all of that. So I'll just leave it at that. I'll say it has interesting ideas, but executed in such a slow and convoluted way that I was rather disappointed.